good evening, good afternoon, and for those of you of the East and the far, far lands out there, good morning. My name is Alexander Bess, and this is the Unconventional Gentleman. What is an unconventional gentleman, you ask? Well, you ever see that guy kind of lays around on Saturday mornings, he's wearing gruffy clothes, and he has nothing really to do that day? Well, that's it, but that's what you want more. It's basically that, but fancy. Case in point, top hat, very fancy. Hoodie, more ghetto fancy than anything else, but it does kind of make it work. Star Wars t-shirt that your parents bought you at Disneyland because you couldn't get a lightsaber. Well, that's not fancy, like, at all. But a dagger, just in case an enemy known as Caesar rolls around because you kind of touched his wife a little bit. Well, that's always fancy. Anywho, get in there. Now, what are we going to talk about today? Well, I figured we talk about, it's a big one, copy strike law. Oh, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Anyway, so what part of the copyright strikes do I want to talk about? Well, I guess the most popular ones that I want to talk about today, especially since I'm more of a YouTube reviewer more than anything else, the ones that affect the YouTuber. That about sums it up right there. So, I notice a lot of YouTubers like to complain about the copy strike laws. Now, me personally, I never really knew what the copyright strike laws were. Like, going into YouTube, they didn't kind of have that an introductory tutorial in there, really. I mean, there was a little thing like a little website clip you could have pushed to go and see these laws for yourself. But I didn't have the time for that. I'm a gentleman. I have better things to do. I have video and content to make. He says, even though he hasn't exactly put on anything after a year or so. Who said that? Anyway, so when I didn't understand how hard this actually hits YouTubers. And then, left and right, YouTubers start talking about it. Nostalgia Critic, Angry Joe. I think even Markiplier talks about it a little bit. I don't know if PBG has ever gotten in trouble. I mean, he puts on Nintendo bullshit all the time, and I don't see him ever getting in trouble for that. I think Total Biscuit a couple of times, or like Francis. Oh yeah, Francis. Oh, Francis, man, you listen to him do the Nintendo videos and stuff, and he gets his little shit band. He's like, "This is fucking bullshit," and stuff like that. But I guess I never really understood what the problem was. Mostly because my videos were never getting flagged. Not once. I even put the Imperial March music in one of my videos, and that was like more than half a year ago. So, I did a little investigating, watched a couple of videos, and I guess this is what the problem is. A lot of game companies like to flag videos for having content that may have originated from their companies, and they flag that because, well, it's showing off their game products. More like, okay, not game products, but, games themselves. That's why Nintendo gets all a little pissy, when you show little clips of their games, which I really don't understand why. I mean, if a YouTuber's showing off the games that he buys from you and telling everybody that they should go buy it, and you can see the cash and rain falling down from the heavens, wouldn't you open up to it? Well, that's where it kind of gets lost in transition there. I guess most game companies think that's just them making money off of things that they did. And they don't understand what makes them think that they can have money from something that they did and they're not even a part of their company. I guess that's why they get kind of a little pissed, and that's why they do that shit to the YouTubers. Which doesn't make sense again. I mean, yeah, sure, they're making a little money off of what you made before. Like 0.001% of it. But in the long run, they're showing off your game. They're showing how good it is. They're showing how the atmosphere goes and blah de blah de blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. And the skipping frog goes off. Anyway, but it doesn't make sense to shun people for doing that for you. I mean, they're literally doing it for you. They want to show other people how awesome your game is. But then you kind of just fuck them. You just say fuck them. Because we don't want the money that they generate. We don't care about their little publicity stunts and showing people that they love our games. We don't care how they're a valued customer and they're trying to spread the word. And we definitely don't care that we're taking money out of their pockets and making sure that their children are starving. God save me if Francis actually has children. I swear to God, I will be on the first ship out of here. Anyway. But, you see, that's the part of the problem that game industries don't know. Or they do know and they just don't care. I mean, a lot of YouTubers get, like, copyright strike for this. I mean, this is becoming kind of a common thing. Little clips of video games, you know, like Mario's racetrack, kart bullshit. Or, you know, Shadow of Mordor with their shady ass bullshit. Of course, this is stuff that's from long ago, but it's still affecting us today. I mean, there are still people from Nintendo that are flagging people because of their games. And there are still people from, like, Xbox doing it too. And it's weird because it just doesn't make any sense in the long run. Not to mention, you're basically telling that person who likes your games and stuff that you don't care. I mean, shouldn't you want them to think you care? Shouldn't you want them to buy your games, spread the word and all that bullshit? Again, I could go on forever. I really could. I don't really shut up even when I'm by myself. But still, it just doesn't click. You hear that? It doesn't click. It clicks a little bit, but it doesn't click. You know what I mean? I mean, what would happen if Lorna Falls gets pissed off at the bronies for, like, making their own content and their own characters and equestrian stuff? You think she's gonna get all pissed and basically say, you know what, I'm copyright striking you, I'm suing you, and there are no more bronies anymore. Sorry, everybody. Grown men crying in the background. You can hear little galloping noises. You know, I mean, what would happen if, like, Lord of the Rings and stuff, like, Peter Jackson got all pissed that they borrowed the soundtrack from Lord of the Rings in parts of their videos? You really think he's gonna go out there and, like, sue a bunch of gamers and viewers for using his music? Because if he is, I'm fucked. I was planning to use a lot of his songs to lighten the mood and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I would love some Lord of the Rings music right now. I swear to God, I love the Urukai soundtrack. I really do. Anyway, but, you know, that's my take on it. I don't know what the game industry thinks. I don't know how bad this is affecting the YouTubers. I really don't. I mean, I've seen portions of it. I've seen enough to talk to you about it, but I don't know the struggle holds that's going on with the game industry, and I don't know what's going on with the YouTubers. I mean, how much becomes too much? What point do game makers think they can pull back and yank the shit right out of the gamers? To me, that just doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't make financial sense either. I mean, And I guess it kind of comes back to what Jim Inquisition said. He said they want all the money. They just don't want a little bit of the money. They want all the money. And I guess, yeah, that's pretty true. So, does that mean everybody who makes a AA game nowadays is like just a greedy bastard? Oh, fuck. You know? I wish I could make a double A game so that I can get rich and be a prick to everybody who plays it. I really wish I could. Then again, no, I don't. Anyway, so, you know, you think what you will about the policy bullshit. You know, you think to me, you write to me what's going on and what you think of the copyright strike is. Because honestly, I don't know enough to actually make a diverse decision about it. I don't know. I don't know whether to fight for the YouTubers, and I kind of want to, but then again, I don't know if I should. And I don't know enough about the copyright stuff to, like, vote alongside the game developers. It's just, I don't know, you know? But I think it's kind of pissy to treat people like this after they buy the game. And not to mention, because they bought the game, because they physically have a copy of the disc in their hands, doesn't that kind of make it theirs to do with what they please? With reason? Doesn't that kind of make it that that's their property now? That individual disc? And that they're allowed to show videos and little clips of, like, you know, the cinematics or the gameplay that they did? Doesn't that kind of make it theirs? That's something you really gotta think to these game makers, you know? You gotta say to them, dude, we bought a copy of your game, and we're gonna do with it what we please. You wanna get stabbed, bitch? But really, think about this, okay? Think on it for the future of YouTube. You know, because those who do not think are born to fail. That's Shakespeare. No, that's not Shakespeare. Is that Confucius? No? Just me? Is it just me? Okay. So, think on it. Okay? And I will think on it. And I thank you so very much for joining me on this session of the Unconventional Gentlemen. If you like what you saw today, click on the old like button and subscribe today. I am not on my usual channel right now because they kind of fucked that channel up, but you know, click and subscribe, and as always, I will see you. You thought I was gonna do Markiplier's thing. All original content on here, baby. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, and stay beautiful, stay fancy, and remember, a hat makes the man, but his heart carries him through. And I will see you next time. So remember to tune in, subscribe, and I will see you then. Ciao!